Houston, our instruments are showing that we have a incoming message from deep space. Repeat, Houston, we have an incoming message from deep space. Houston, we will begin playing message now. Houston, we're going to try and translate that up here. Hold for translation. Translation complete. We'll begin playing message now.
Hey, it's me, Melissa.
What do you do when the aliens invade? Take a shot of MK Ultra and watch Melissa Jade. Put on your tinfoil hat and tune right in. We got that crime spree, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, a complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, where it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Aliens is on the sun or in Area 51. Time travels, unravels, haunted castles, cops are baffled, potential experimental thoughts that make you transcendental. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Crime sprees, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Michelle Benet. Let me get this off the screen. Hello.
Hello.
Happy Saturday. Thank you, Pinche. Becky 0F's given for becoming a member again. Hold on.
I love the It's Me, Melissa intro. It's been forever.
Yes. You know what? I used that one for my Patreon. And I had started using the AI one that Wolfie made back with the Wade content, but I'm like, you know what, that one's pretty long and I miss my It's Me Melissa, but I'm looking to make a new intro anyway. And so bringing it back old school. Thank you, Lindsay, for 21 months. Hello, Hello, Melissa. I've been away a long time. So have I. And so we're back together. Thank you so much for 21 months of support. It's so good to see you, Lindsay. How's everyone's weekend going? Hi, Gidget. Love to see everyone popping up in the chat. Remember to smash the like. Thank you. Hi, Sarah Bellum. Floating bubble penises. I remember you guys said that looks like a penis. It looks like a jellyfish mushroom penis. Some people say they could see faces in it. It's kind of like what?
It's Clayton's.
Oh no! You know, and the bubbles, the stretched out scrunchie. Oh, God. I'm listening while at work on a Saturday night.
Thanks, Seven Lilies.
Hi, Mystery. Hi, Tess. Okay.
Shacto?
Shacto, I know. Hello, Shacto. Everyone's coming out of the woodwork tonight. Is it the fake pregnancy? Is that it? Are you guys not here for me? You could be out.
Everybody is here for you.
So all right, here, let me start with our missing child for tonight's live stream. Here is Brayton Murray. Brayton has been missing since October 1st, 2025, so 24 days ago, from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. He is 13 years old. If you or anyone you know has information on Brayton's whereabouts, please contact the Oklahoma City Police Department at 1-405-231-2121. Okay.
It's not too far from me.
Yeah? I'm so bad with directions. I couldn't tell
I'm
you.
Northeast Texas, so Oklahoma's closer to me.
Okay. Oh, keep your eye out. Thank you, Kimmy Shore. That's incredibly generous. Welcome. We have 5 new members. Please make sure you thank Kimmy if you got it. Thank you, Gene. MJ, we're always here for you. And Shackton knows his Metallica demo tapes. Very impressive, that guy. Thank you, Gene. And thank you, Lisa. Wow. Thank you, Lisa. 5 more memberships. That's 10 members on this live. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Welcome, new members. I posted a poll if you are on Patreon. I posted a poll over there because obviously, along with the channel, we're getting back over on Patreon. Whether you guys want the first live back to be a conspiracy down the rabbit hole live, or we can continue on, obviously, with the Wade Wilson jail calls. We'll be doing both. It's just a matter of preference where you guys want to start. So if you are over on Patreon, make sure you go and take a vote. Hi, Allie. It's 9:30 a.m. here in Aussie It still blows my mind how in different parts of the world it's summer, and then it's winter, and then it's night, and then it's day. It's so interesting to me,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
9:30. Wow. So is she in tomorrow? Is she in the future?
She's in our future, so let us know what it's looking like. Mead says, I'm so sorry I'm late. I just have some nausea for my fake pregnancy. No, we have never met in real life, and we are both female. You are obviously the father. Oh, and it's shit. Oh my God. Honestly, like I just
It
thought
would
it
happen.
was funny. I thought it was so funny how this popped up, and this is, it's made headlines. There's a bunch of news articles posted about it at the same time that we're going down the Laura Owens rabbit hole. And again, we've heard, especially in true crime, we've heard many times women faking pregnancies. We've even seen some go as far as victimize a woman who is actually indeed pregnant and then taking the baby while in utero out. Okay, it happens. But I think this is going to be the very first time that I am covering a case where this girl used a reborn doll to pretend and play off it was an actual baby. How many of you guys put an F in the chat if you guys are familiar with this story? I know it feels it has Tisha vibes all over. All over. Not the hawk too. Hi, Harlan. And I scheduled already tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow night, we're going to be going over the Laura Owens body cam footage, executing the search warrant. I'm so excited for that. But this upcoming week, Shay, I'd like to do an Idaho stream because we have to catch up on all things Idaho. And like I said, I've been hearing that Dot has been making a comeback. And when I say that, I guess there are some creators out there who are publishing videos with older material, making it seem like there's actual validity in it. And obviously, we all are very well aware that's not the case. But I'd like to catch up on some Idaho.
That may be part of all that problem then.
Yeah.
I went into a comment section because they tried to show the text messages like with Steve and Brat like they were real.
Right.
And I went and dropped your video and said they were not real. Look at this interview. Or I said they were with an account and we interviewed Brat Norton and I dropped your link. I did do that.
I saw Jules had been tagging me because she had to repost our old Dot live streams where she had come on, and that's how I first found out that Dot was making this comeback, and she was like reposting it, and I'm like, feel free to use whatever you need to use, because the fact that there are older, like these creators that are re-putting out, I guess, Dot going up on the panels back then and not following up with, she had self-admittedly been lying, like it's just crazy. But okay, so let me see. There were like, there's a few Fs. There's a lot of NFs. All right. So how do I even, let me just start with an article, and then Shay grabbed some Reddit links and stuff, and we're going to go down. But essentially, you have Harley says, I've seen this stuff coming out about Dot. I've seen the thumbnails, I should say. I haven't watched a video. How crazy is that? How crazy is that?
Are you serious, Harlot?
It's crazy.
I've been stuck on the autopsy descriptions, like that, or photo descriptions that I can't even get like past it.
That's so funny.
I read about it at night, and it's really messed with me, Melissa.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So Kira Cousins. Who is Kira Cousins? Kira Cousins is essentially, in a nutshell, a young, beautiful girl, okay, who, for whatever reason, decided to fake being pregnant with a guy she was dating. she went as far as using a fake baby bump, and then even using AI in TikTok videos that she was doing to make it appear as if the baby bump was moving. You know how like a mom to be may record her stomach and then you could see it like push out a little bit on the side. So she even used AI to record these videos of this fake bump and make it appear as if this baby was moving. Her friends and family threw her a baby shower, and to her surprise, it was a girl. Okay. You'll see her jumping up and down, celebrating, pure excitement. Then she had to have the baby alone, Shay.
Yeah.
All by herself. I don't even know if she claimed she went to the hospital, because it was her mom who ended up posting like, my granddaughter's officially here. Like my daughter ended up giving birth all by herself. And she was like 5 pounds, something ounces, and posting beautiful pictures. But nobody was allowed to go near the baby. Now, people speculated that it's because she was an overprotective new mom. And of course, along the way, there were health issues. The baby had heart issues, this and that. And so maybe they were being, mom was being a little overprotective, until grandma confronted her daughter
Shakta.
and found that this isn't a baby at all. Yes, she did let dad hold the baby for a mere moment. Before then, okay, that's enough. And then she was ultimately confronted by her mom, who found that this baby was not alive, because this was a silicone doll. And then this girl proceeded to text baby's father and said, listen, our daughter died. I need to explain this to you. You can't ask questions. Just give me a chance. Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean, baby? Calm down, just give me a chance. I need to tell you the full story. I'm coming over there right now. Oh, no, you're not. You're not coming over here at all. So this is a rabbit hole. It is absolutely crazy, and I'm about to go through it all with you guys.
She posted pictures on her Instagram earlier of her stomach, and she's like, I was pregnant, wait for more. I'm like, oh my God.
So some of her friends who even met the baby, aka the doll, have spoken out. Her cousin has spoken out, and Kira herself allegedly has spoken out. So we're going to get into all of this. As of now, there hasn't been any criminal charges because no criminal complaints had been made at the time. But I have a feeling that that's about to change. Welcome, Jonesy. Thanks for becoming a member, girl. Good to see you. Yeah, she is not from the US. She's from the UK. All right.
Scotland.
Yeah.
Scotland Yard.
Okay.
Oh, and I will warn you, if we do a really bad Scottish accent and a viewer watches it, we will get reamed in the Scotland Reddit. Because I noticed that any Americans that were covering this, if they tried to do a Scottish accent, it was bad, they got reamed.
Oh, no, not this one. This is the next one. Okay, so I'm going to start with this article, and then we're going to go over her TikToks. We're going to watch the videos, and we're going to show you basically the timeline of how this played out. So here is the article we are going to start with. Okay. Hey, Brantley. Why is that? Why is it laggy? Hold on. Okay. So we have a New York Post article published. Oh, why is this? Hold on, please. It's like not letting me exit out.
Just say allow ads or whatever, or continue supporting us. Continue without supporting us.
No, it's just like my screen is frozen. I don't know why.
Oh.
I just did an update too.
I don't
know. 1
know.
second. Okay, here we go. All right. So young mom admits that she faked an entire pregnancy and tried to pass off a silicone doll as a newborn. Now, if any of you guys aren't familiar with what a reborn doll is, it's actually a trend too. There are people who have reborn dolls as like hobby, and they go upward of $20,000. Like they have very expensive reborn dolls. What's a reborn doll? A reborn doll, you know what? Maybe I should start with that. Reborn dolls are little baby dolls, but not for your children to play with. They're essentially, they could be used actually in a lot of therapeutic ways, or just for hobbyists, but they are little baby dolls that look extremely realistic or freaky. They could look freaky too. But as you can see, these are reborn dolls. These aren't actually babies. So this is a 12-inch times 16-inch full body silicone bendable reborn doll. You could choose the gender, you could choose the demographics, what eye color, whatever you would like. And honestly, if you had just saw someone pushing a reborn doll that was done right in a carriage, you wouldn't think twice. But if you were trying to pass off a reborn doll as a baby, obviously the issue is this baby's never going to move, open their eyes, cry, anything like that. Okay. Thank you again, Jean. MJ, sorry to interrupt, but what are you going to dress up for Halloween? Is it Disney related? I'm going to be a velociraptor. Sorry, that sounded really random. I'm not kidding though, only because the Halloween party that I'm going to is also my nephew and niece's joint birthday party. And my nephew is very much into dinosaurs right now. So I'm going to be a velociraptor for him.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Wait, what? To my velociraptor?
No, to these damn dolls.
Oh,
They're possessed.
okay. I was
Take
gonna
them
say,
off the screen, Melissa. Oh, God,
I
I
was gonna
hate
say,
them.
I'm sorry to offend you.
No, I stepped away to go put up my bowl, and then I came back, and these creepy-ass dolls, I hate them. I'm scared.
This one is looking a little Temu janky-ish, but there are some really, listen, there are some hobbyists who are really into the reborn dolls. Some of them look really realistic. Some of them look less realistic. Obviously, you're going to get what you pay for. But obviously, yeah, look, you could buy them right now. $99 handmade vinyl reborn doll. Super
I want to cry. No.
That's not a baby. That's a reborn doll. You know, this is a reborn doll. Like, these are very realistic looking babies. So now that you know what a reborn doll is, now you'll have some context of what Kira was using. Okay.
Exactly, Joneson. They are not hobby. There's no way. It scared me, Melissa. I swear. I'm sorry, dolls. I have never liked dolls. No, it's another story for another day. I cannot handle dolls.
So it says, young mom admits that she faked entire pregnancy and tried to pass off a silicone doll as a newborn. So a so-called young mom in Scotland has admitted to bizarrely faking her entire pregnancy and even trying to pass off a silicone doll as her newborn. Kira Cousins, 22 years old, issued a groveling apology on Tuesday of this week, guys, after her massive hoax was uncovered and started spreading rapidly across social media. I'm so sorry, she wrote in a now deleted Instagram story obtained by the Daily Record. I wasn't pregnant. There was no baby. I made it up and kept it going way too far. I faked scans, messages, a whole birth story, and acted like a doll was a real baby. Here is Kira at her gender reveal holding this bump that we're going to presume is a moon bump, similar to what Laura Owens used during her court appearance. And it's listen, again, this is not the first time we've heard of a woman faking a pregnancy or even going as far as faking a bump. But like, to have her family and friends create this baby shower, and you're going to see from her TikTok video, you know, like, she's blasting off the pink confetti. It's a girl, you know, like, yes, this is her. She's a beautiful young girl. It is unclear right now what exactly her motive was. Like, why did she do this? Like, I don't know, but she is a beautiful young girl. And this is her at her gender reveal party, surrounded by friends and family.
She got to pick the gender herself.
Uh-huh. So it says Kira Cousins had managed to fool her loved ones, including who she claimed was the baby's father, into believing that she was pregnant and had given birth to a little girl who she named Bonnie-Leigh Joyce on October 10th. Cousins reported a growing prosthetic bump to fuel the ruse and had held a lavish gender reveal in the weeks before the birth. Photos on social media captured Kira Cousins, smiling and posing as she cradled the bump throughout the so-called pregnancy. A part of the elaborate hoax, Cousin also posted images of scans and even claimed tests had detected a heart defect in the baby. We'll get into that a little bit later. So Cousins then claimed she gave birth alone and promptly started showing off the newborn, which ultimately turned out to be a reborn doll. This is an actual photo she posted. Now, girl, shy. Listen, okay? We just went through some reborn dolls, and some do look very realistic. And I'm trying to take my bias out. I'm trying to take my head out of I already know it's not real. And I'm trying to look through the eyes of if I saw this photo posted from someone I knew on like Instagram after having a baby, would I suspect anything? What are your thoughts?
It doesn't look real in this one, but there was another photo I saw that looked a little bit more realistic, just to be honest.
What about you guys in the chat? Like, if you guys didn't know this baby was fake, would you see this? It's like, that's not even a good one. Did anyone believe that thing was real? Yo, the dad held the baby, okay? and friends even came and visited, okay? So like this, so yeah, I think it's like a Temu. It's a Temu version of a reborn, but I can't say for certain that I would automatically be, oh, that's fake. I would have to see, I think, numerous photos for me to be, because it would always be in the same facial expression, you know?
Yeah.
Without my glasses.
There was one photo that looked like close up that did look a little bit more realistic. Like, you know how babies a little bit like when they're newborns, how the skin kind of is still a little
translucent and stuff.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like that, and like a little flake, like where they're still kind of, I don't know, shedding a little bit. I don't know how to explain it. And I was like, that kind of looked real.
Yeah.
But there's people coming out of the woodwork saying like they've had encounters with her and pictures and meeting. Like, this is wild.
We're going to show you guys, and I'm going to show you guys the text message exchange between mom and dad. And I feel really bad for him because you guys, nobody else was in on this scam. It was her. She was fooling her own parents, everyone. Like, it's crazy. Hi, Lizzie. So it says the wild sham came crashing down, though, when her mom found the doll in her bedroom last week. You guys, this is all current. Just prior to coming clean, Kira Cousins went as far as telling the supposed father that the newborn had died. The story quickly spilled out on social media as friends and loved ones branded her a serial liar. Some loved ones have since claimed that they started becoming suspicious when no one had heard the baby cry and that Kira wouldn't let anyone touch the newborn. So again, here is, which I'm sorry, I've seen some perfect bumps, but that is I swear you could see, look, like, is it me or can you not see where that fake moon bump starts?
You can't look it close, but if you were to believe her at first, that's not something I think you look for. Hindsight's 2020.
Here, and when we get to the TikTok video, you'll see, obviously, like, and hi Marlena, when she pops the pink confetti, like, he's going and he's putting his hand on that bump. You can't feel that that's not her stomach. Like, did you guys never have sex like throughout that entire pregnancy? I have so many questions. Like how, just how? I don't like, did he never see her naked? Did they never have sex? When he put his hand on that bump, did he not feel that it was not her body?
No.
You know what, J13? And that's a great point. Everyone knows with a pregnant woman, usually the belly button becomes very pronounced because obviously as the stomach grows and from the inside, your belly button a lot of times gets kind of pushed down and protrudes a little bit. And so you would normally see, not all the time, but normally would see the belly button. And we don't see that here. That's a great point. It's all too smooth. How she was 22, Brianna. She is 22. This all unfolded this week. So very interesting. It says in her bizarre apology, Kira defended those she'd fooled into believing the doll was actually real. Quote, in everyone else's defense, the doll could move. You could change the facial features, the arms, and the legs, she said. You could feed the doll, making it pee or poo. So when no one is close to the doll, it does look real. No one was looking at my baby expecting it to be a doll. So here's another photo she posted. What do you guys think? Because here's the thing with a newborn, the newborn would be screaming and crying a lot of the time. And so even if you want to change their facial expressions or move their arms and stuff, the baby would be silent. You know?
Yeah, but I think that picture looks more realistic had I not known. If it was just a glance of a
This is more
picture,
realistic.
I do. The eyes are closed. It's when the eyes were open, it looked odd to me. It looked like Kibu Baby. The eyes closed looked a little bit more realistic.
So Callie, her mom came into her room because she wasn't letting anyone near the baby. So she wouldn't let anyone hold the baby. She only let baby's father hold her for just a few moments and then immediately took her back. I don't know. And we'll go through everything. And so maybe it'll become a little bit more clear. But I think it was the lack of crying and the way her daughter was acting. Mom eventually went into the room and saw that it was a doll. And she confronted her daughter. And then her daughter decided to text dad and say that baby died. So she didn't even fully like, hey, you caught me. No, I'm going to now put you through the trauma of leading you to believe your daughter, your newborn daughter, is now dead before I own up to what I just did. Yeah, I didn't know. I know baby alive's good. I didn't know the reborns. What were you going to say, though, Shay?
Oh, nothing. I'm sorry. I was taking a deep breath because it just, I don't know, it just shocks me.
So it says reborn dolls, which can retail for as much as $2,000, are hyper-realistic baby replicas that are often used as a form of therapy for those struggling with infertility, infant loss, or dementia. And that's why I said earlier, they can be used for therapeutic purposes. And I've seen, I don't know if anybody follows like videos following family members who may have dementia and things. It actually brings a lot of soothing for someone who is in dementia and may be agitated or confused to hold one of these dolls, because obviously they're not understanding that the baby's not alive, but just even holding. And it's pretty amazing because they could sometimes be violent and stuff, but when they're holding what they perceive as a baby, their whole demeanor just changes and it brings them comfort. So I totally support it for therapeutic purposes, you know, but then there are just some people who they're hobbyists and they collect them, and it could be a little bit freaky, but you know, to each their own.
They're really scary. But Callie Lisa, she just came out as of Wednesday and admitted it, but she has an Instagram and she scrubbed it. I think she's down to like 9 posts.
Yeah.
And her last post was her and a picture of her belly. And she said, I lost the baby. And she's been doing teasers if she's going to tell her story.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we're kind of at.
It says the dolls have become a part of cosplay type trend in recent years in which people pass the dolls off as real children, going as far as breastfeeding them and taking pictures with them out in public. Now that's a whole nother issue for another day and topic that we could discuss. But let me kind of go through what you had sent, Shay. Let's see. So we
I'm
have
gonna grab some Tylenol real quick, but I'll be listening. I'll be right back.
sure. Okay. Let me. What is that? I think this is a post she may have made, Shay. So this is Cousins Kara Louise, and it says, and you can see it's her. This is genuinely the last I'm saying in this, as this is mine and my baby girl's life now. Do not sit and act and message me like you know everything and that co-parenting is easy. This for months is what I've had to deal with too, of this child's dad. I'm not taking the option light, and I would never keep a child from a family coming from parents who split up. Do not think bad of me when you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. To say I've been good, everyone knows how hot-headed I am. To have took all this shows how much I've changed and wanted my child to have the world. Thanks for all the support today. Single moms, we've got this. And it says easier for who? You? You are so toxic. This isn't fair. Us both. So toxic, it's scary. Am I deleting it now? You're telling her I'll come down and do it with you. Glad I'm out, to be honest. No, you will not. I can do it myself. You better then, and you better tell me they are welcome to know this baby. I'm going to be sick. Please don't put me through this. Please, I'm begging you. It's not fair. I'd much rather Sharon and Dell found out a nice way like my family will. Please get rid of it. It won't be that bad. I'm begging you. I'll take days off work and come with you. Seriously. What? Oh, it's true you're not in a fit enough state to have a baby. You're in and out of the hospital getting treatment. Oh, this must have been before. And she made a post. Listen, finding out you're pregnant is not always easy. Sometimes, like we often talk about the joy and the miracle that it is to have babies. Absolutely. But there is the other side that sometimes if you are not planning a baby or you're not expecting a baby, and the natural terror that may come, and you could still absolutely love and cherish the child, but there's a lot of especially for a young couple, right? And clearly I don't know what their relationship was prior, but he is saying that you're not in the place to have a baby. We're not in the place to have a baby. But to then go on and take screenshots of that and post it on social media, that's something we're seeing more and more often these days. Is there is no line of demarcation between what you share on your social media and what you keep personal. Everything is posted online these days, and I don't get that. I think so, Harlot.
Wow. Was this some of the stuff that was in the Facebook post I sent you?
Yeah, like when you had sent it, like this is what
Yeah.
what was it? Just a post that you sent me? Because when I clicked it, that's what came up.
Yeah. So when I sent it, they said that this was posted on this exposed something page and that it got taken down originally. I don't know if Kara reported it or family members did, but they put it back up and it was exposing what Kara's lies were about this baby. This exposed, yeah. And it had a bunch of like videos and things like that. I thought it was really interesting.
Let's see.
Come on. Joyce.
is her at her baby shower, and you'll see the
That's a
baby
gender
daddy to
reveal.
the right. Say that again.
That's a gender reveal.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say baby shower? Gender reveal. But no, she did have a baby shower. I'm not sure if it was combined. So even so much that his parents bought $1,000 stroller, so it falls under scams and deception too. Hi Lizzie. And so all of this money that was paid for these baby products and items, what were you doing, girl?
Yeah, this is wild. It's like Laura, but she went all the way.
But this is what I mean. Like,
Joyce.
did he not put his hand on her stomach at all? Like, look, this is a family event. You are announcing the arrival of a baby girl, and she's not pregnant.
It's diabolical.
What is this,
I-
though? Did you?
yeah, so that's why I was saying if you read all their comments, they post more. Like it's stuff from her, from the family. So this is her.
So, discovering the doll. In my own words, let's set this straight for the aunt or cousin that seems to be giving it bell tinker, thinking they know. I was still in bed when my own mother came into my room, stormed in, and found it to be a doll and shouted downstairs. Prior to this, it's true. I had been keeping myself away from literally everyone. Went into my own bubble, didn't want anyone around me at all. The next I know, I was sitting against my door, wouldn't come down to be confronted by all the family that had then assembled. I was never in the shower or toilet. My family then sat me down and asked me what happened earlier in my pregnancy, which I will come out and address when I'm also ready to. Don't for 1 minute think either of them let me get away with this or even half of it. They haven't. So this is what she had posted because obviously people started speculating whether or not her family knew. And she's saying my mom only and family knew only right after they confronted me, I guess from that small period of time from when they confronted her to when everyone else found out. Oh, I wish
Yeah.
there was like a
And I didn't find like a Reddit thread group or like a Facebook group yet. So this post had like the most of everything that I could put together without us going through like TikTok of AI, and songs and stuff. This is wild to me. Could you imagine like how her family would feel though too? Like they're probably expecting she's gonna explain away like she lost a baby. But then the question is, well, did you ever really have the baby? And the guy, like he was supporting there, I think with the gender reveal. Her
yeah.
family was excited. I mean,
You want to read those posts while I'm looking for something?
sure. She said, I wasn't pregnant. There was no baby. I made it up and kept it going way too far. I faked scans, messages, a whole birth story, and acted like a doll was real. Baby, I know how bad it is. Fucked up. I just don't know how to stop once I started. So these were actually posted on her Instagram. So people screenshotted it and posted it on Facebook. And she says, Naive, I'm so sorry. Um, you were there for me through it all. You cried happy tears, picked me up, rough places, believed everything I said. You didn't deserve to be lied to like that. None of you did. Your mom, your niece, everyone who came to the gender reveal, all the people who gave me gifts or support. I fucked up and I hurt a lot of people. And to everyone I made look bad along the way, Jamie and his family especially, I'm sorry. I made you out to be horrible people when really I was the one in the wrong completely. She says, I don't have a proper excuse. Yeah, I wasn't in a good headspace, but that doesn't make what I did okay. I know this is going to stick with me for a long time, and then I probably lost friends I'll never get back. I'm trying to figure myself out and get help because this version of me isn't someone I want to be. I know I've ruined a lot of trust, and that sorry won't fix everything, but it's all I can say right now. But it's saying, like, so even though she's saying she made this up, guys, 6 hours ago, she just posted that she did lose the baby. So she's backtracking.
This
That's
is
concerning.
one of the videos she had posted. This is someone who you'll see the person reposted. You could repost on TikTok, but this is when she was pregnant and she used AI to make it appear as the baby was moving inside of her. Okay. Which that's becoming scary as hell too with the AI.
Oh, for sure.
So she's posting videos, pressing on her stomach. Like this whole process, like this wasn't obviously just overnight. She faked this entire pregnancy with updates, baby movements, scans, ultrasound, sonograms, then the birth, then the doll. Like what?
Right. And being that like she's living in the same town where the alleged baby's daddy and the families are, she's the only one going in for the hospital for the pregnancy. I don't know if that's standard in Scotland, but I at least for America, that's not,
This is concerning. It's I don't know, and we're seeing more and more like this and like this stuff happening, in my opinion, with social media and AI. So it says, who is Kira Cousins? What we know about the TikTok fake baby story. So the story centers around the woman from Airdrie, Kira Cousins, who allegedly wore a prosthetic bump to deceive her friends and family into believing she was expecting a baby. And there we go again with that photo that we've seen. How did the girl who faked her pregnancy, how did her story start? The allegations first surfaced on the social media website TikTok. A woman who claimed to be Kira's cousin. Sorry, see, it's going to be confusing because her last name's Cousins. So a woman claiming to be Kira's cousin, Neve, shared a series of videos and pictures chronicling the 22-year-old supposed pregnancy with her baby, Bonnie-Leigh. In a voiceover accompanying the slideshow, Neve claims that a gender reveal party took place where baby gifts and even a prom were all bought for what turned out to be a doll. Neve said, quote, "So this is Kira at her own gender reveal and me looking like a fatty at a gender reveal for a doll." She described how she had believed she was supporting a friend, only to later discover the pregnancy was fabricated. Neve claimed Kira sent her a video of the baby kicking and posted a message on Facebook thanking family members for their support and gifts. So this is that $1,000 stroller that was bought. Look, you could see her posting, so perfect. $1,000 oyster stroller, pram, whatever they call it, bought. Yeah, Tess, yeah. And then the video we just watched of the princess kicking, princess kicking. She also shared screenshots of text messages she had said that she sent to Kira after learning the truth, including, "Why lie to us?" She went on to call Kira a sick ass fuck and not right in the head after she told the baby's dad that the tot had died. So it says, "You're in Wishaw. Why lie to us? Mate, I'm fuming. Stay in that hospital till you get the help you need. You lied to my mom's face, my sisters, and my nieces. I had that doll in my car. I went to Morrison's with you, being there for you, for it all to be a lie. You're sick as fuck, telling Jamie the doll had died. You're not right in the head." Neve also shared a text from the aunt expressing suspicion that Kira's mom was aware of the situation, saying, "I think deep down Leanne, Kira's mom, knew about it. If that was my child, I would be questioning everything, especially as being a grandmother for the first time." The aunt described the situation as absolutely shocking and said she couldn't get her head around it. And it shows, "Hi, hun, sorry to bother you. Yeah, I think deep down Leanne knew about it. If it was my child, I would be questioning everything, especially as you say, being a grandmother for the first time. I know I can't get my head around it all. It's absolutely shocking. I spoke to her dad the other day, my brother. I've not spoken to him for 5 years. He's a strange one too. But she messaged me herself the other day saying it had all kicked off and there was stuff on social media. I'm so sorry to you for the way she treated you. I feel embarrassed and ashamed, to be honest." At the time of the writing, nothing has been confirmed as accurate or true, and all videos shared are allegations. What happened next? As the story spread online, a statement began circulating on social media, purportedly from Kira herself. In a now deleted Instagram story, the account claiming to be Kira apologized for the deception. The statement said, "I'm so sorry. I wasn't pregnant. There was no baby. I made it up and kept it going way too far. I faked scans, messages, a whole birth story, and acted like a doll was a real baby. I know how fucked up it is. I just didn't know how to stop once I started. I don't have a proper excuse. I wasn't in a good headspace, but that doesn't make what I did okay. I know this is going to stick with me for a long time and that I've probably lost friends I'll never get back. I'm trying to figure myself out and get help because this version of me isn't someone I want to be." The statement went on to apologize to everyone who had supported her during the fake pregnancy, including the so-called father and his family. It also defended those who believed the doll was real, explaining that it was a lifelike interactive model. So here's another
Oh,
of the doll, which I'm sorry, this one really, it's very obvious to me looking at it with my knowledge now that it's fake, but I'm like, do I only see it so fake because I know?
right. I agree. I
And
think that
Scarlett said, like, did she squish the face to make different expressions? Like, what did you do?
it sounds like that's what you can do, but I mean, in my opinion, what's come out on social media, I think her family was pushing her to like come clean because they're saying like we're not involved. You need to tell the whole story.
Right. You think this one looks real, Nicole? It says there have been no official confirmation that the statement was written by Kira. Through investigations conducted by the Glasgow Times, it has been discovered that multiple accounts have surfaced, all claiming to be Kira. The Daily Record reported that they went to Kira's house to try and receive a comment, but received no response. While the accusations of family members spending thousands on a fake baby, it is easy to speculate that police involvement would be inevitable. However, the Glasgow Times understands that police have not received any official criminal complaint. And they're talking about a Netflix documentary already. I'm trying to find, there was a video that had her friends speak out. Hold on. Where'd it go? Oh, you keep falling off.
It's something about whenever we're switching over to certain articles that the sound goes out and I can't hear you. It wasn't like that always. I noticed that a few times when we first did some Laura Owen stuff, but it doesn't happen all the time for me. It's weird. I don't know if it's just a thing with StreamYard.
That is weird.
Like I could see your bubble moving, and then when I try to talk, my bubble won't move.
Huh.
The viral story of a Scottish woman allegedly faking her pregnancy has somehow gotten even messier. Kira Cousins has been accused of faking her pregnancy and birth.
Look at that one.
Accused of faking
In the car seat, guys. Oh my God. And it says Miss Bonnie-Leigh Joyce Gardner, born 10/10/25 at 2:46 a.m., 5 pounds, 4 ounces.
I didn't realize that's what she said the birth date was. So this is super fresh.
her pregnancy and birth.
Okay,
the story
pause.
quickly went viral online.
Now I'm thinking that seeing those pictures of the doll, it looks more fake given what how old the baby would be.
15
Would you
days
not?
today it would be.
Yeah, because I just remember, like,
Hey,
I don't know, little bitty newborns, like they
I
just
know.
they look more fragile. Their skin is, very thin.
Translucent. Oh my goodness.
But the rumors don't end there. People have been questioning if the story is completely made up. Now an account claiming to be Kira has made a statement on TikTok. The user insisted that neither her family or her partner Jamie knew that the baby wasn't real, stating, "Don't for one minute think I..."
Look at that. No, that doesn't look fake. I wouldn't think that's fake because it looked all bundled up. But she put this baby in this car seat that her family bought, very expensive. Look at that. Like, there has to be a serious psychological disconnect if you are able to lie on that level, you know? And what was going to happen? But here's the even more disturbing part. Remember earlier I said how she mentioned she had a birth defect. That shows intent to setting the stage to later off kill this baby. If her mom didn't confront her when the heat was going to get too hot, were you going to claim that this baby died? And we would be facing the same situation that we're seeing in Laura Owens, where where's the death certificate? You can't just kill off a baby and think that there's not going to be a record of it.
Yeah, and I'm wondering where Kira was when she left the baby in her room and then her mom went up there and found it.
She said she went downstairs, yeah, but that shows the mom was suspicious enough to go up to her room because this baby never made a sound and go and look.
Good point. You're right. Because you would expect a newborn to definitely be crying, especially
Yeah, you
for
can change those expressions, but why isn't that newborn crying?
oh man, the audacity.
Either they let me get away with half of this.
Look at that one.
No.
Look at that photo. You know what? She even put the nail scratching gloves on. Oh, you know what? So I'll give that to her because we know I hated those things. I hated them just because the way they looked, not because they prevent newborns from scratching their face, guys, because their newborn nails are scratchy in general, but they don't know that they're scratching. So you put that over their hands. So she even put that over this fake baby's hands.
They never kept hers on, but I'm not gonna lie, I love me some baby clothes, and I guess I'm just kind of reliving this experience of like a mom and dad like having a baby shower, prepping for new baby. Like these are exciting times for a little growing family. And it's sad.
It looks like it's still in the doll box in that one. It does. Oh no. But I'm trying to find this video of the friend that spoke out because the friend was in the room with the baby. But all this happens on TikTok, and so it just happens. So I don't know. I don't TikTok. I YouTube. But maybe I have to go to TikTok to find it.
They
I saw
haven't.
it in a video.
Can I just disclaim, none of my family knew, nor did Jamie and his family, despite everyone having suspicions. But the situation somehow keeps getting crazier. A different TikTok user is claiming to be Kira, stating they will do a story time when they reach 100,000 followers.
Hey guys, I'm sorry for bothering you. I'm posting a story time at 100k followers.
However, people have pointed out in the comments that the videos appear to be AI, commenting that this could just be someone who saw the story getting attention and decided to use the situation for views and followers. Confused? Let us know what you think happened.
Okay, I need to find this one where the friend spoke out.
I'm just honestly, I'm shocked like that it got like this far.
I know.
And I've got to like, I feel bad for everyone. Like, what the hell?
Where did it go? Do I have to go on TikTok?
Well, I sent you the TikTok link of all the videos, but I don't know if you want me to go save them down and send them to you.
Say that again?
I said I sent you a TikTok link of all the videos, but I can go save them down and send them to you so you don't have to go on TikTok.
Oh. Where?
It should be, and it was the TikTok account. It says Kira Cousins Deep Dive.
Okay, hold on.
And it's just an account dedicated to the Kira Cousins.
Here, I'll play this while I'm finding it.
Okay.
A woman faked an entire pregnancy. Her
Thank
name
you, Tess.
was Kira Cousins. She told her friends and family she was expecting a baby. She even sent ultrasound photos, posted updates, and threw a gender reveal party where everyone brought gifts. For months, she kept up the lie, texting friends about morning sickness, loneliness, and how her partner never showed up to appointments. But then, it got darker. She posted on Facebook, claiming her unborn baby had a heart defect. People felt sorry for her and supported her through every post. Then one night, she announced the baby had arrived. She sent a Snapchat, introducing Bonnie-Leigh, and even shared a video of herself, walking out of the hospital, holding a newborn in a car seat. But when her friends finally saw the baby, Kira wouldn't let anyone hold her. She said the baby was sick or sleeping. Still, people started to notice. The baby never moved, never cried, never opened her eyes. And that's when the truth came out. There was no baby. It was a doll. Kira went even further, texting the supposed father, saying the baby had died. Everyone was shocked and heartbroken, and left asking one haunting question. How could someone fake an entire pregnancy, birth, and even a baby's death? This is one of the strangest stories you'll ever hear.
Wow.
Story. A woman faked an entire pregnancy.
Okay.
Her name.
Got it. Thank you, Tess. Can't believe anything anymore. I miss the 80s. You can. And thank you so much for 10 months, Kimmy. But no, you literally can. And that's what I hate about like this generation. There's so many cool things about social media and technology, but there's so many things I desperately hate. And it's things like this. It's getting really scary.
Yeah. Mine's definitely dishonesty when it comes to stuff like this, because I think it is such a sensitive topic. There's a lot of people out there that would love to have a baby, you know? And to think that somebody could go to this link to, whether that person's able to have children or not, to fake it, it seems very insensitive to hurt others along the way.
For sure. Whoops. Okay.
I think that was that the one I sent you originally.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's see. Let me go to the first. Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't know how to TikTok that well, so
hit skip.
okay. So we saw this. Is there a way to go through all?
Oh my God, bro.
So you wouldn't usually involve myself in stuff like this. I met Kira through the gym when I lived in Airdrie. I used to bump into her when she was at work in Morrison's. I had her on socials. I was diagnosed with breast cancer last year, and Kira messaged me right away. Okay, what is this?
This is just faking cancer too. So it says that something about Kira may have fake
When
cancer.
I saw the photo of the baby right away, I knew it was a doll. Kira clearly has issues, and I really hope she gets the help she needs. Okay.
Here. There you go. I was like, hit that, and then you won't get all the sound.
That new photo that's been added of the baby she apparently already had in 2023 is a photo of my ween from my Facebook she took and claimed as her own. Don't know how many photos of her she's took and passed as her own to people, but the lassie's clearly an absolute head case and needs serious help. Wait, she had done this before? She sent 15 photos of another girl's kid and pretended it was hers. What?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Did you see that photo?
I did.
Wait,
Wow.
go back. Why? I don't know how to TikTok. How do I go back? Is this a video? It just automatically did it though.
Yeah, they're videos.
Okay. Pause. The legendary Bonnie-Leigh. Harlot's so right. That looks like it's still in the box. That I don't like that photo.
Hi, Woofy. We gotta teach MJ how to TikTok.
This is no. Why does it keep jumping though, Shay?
Here, right there. Hit that arrow. There you go.
Now, no, but look, it keeps going.
I know.
Pause.
Because you're clicking it, honey. Because you're clicking it.
No, I tried it not clicking too.
Okay, don't click. Oh, okay. It does keep changing. Okay, well, we saw him.
Happening. Okay, well, that's the dad holding it for a moment. Oh, bless his heart. The whole family are the same. The mother, aunt, and grandparents love abusing a GoFundMe. Oh, God, who knows what this is?
I don't TikTok well. Oh, you don't really?
Oh, this is her mom. Don't normally do rants, but feel it needs to be said. Now my side of the story. Since you're airing your dirty laundry in public about me. The first time I had met my youngest son's girlfriend. Oh, this is the baby daddy's mom. The first time I had met my youngest son's girlfriend, she was so drunk and off her face at Unity Club, was going to the toilet and asked me if I was going for a line. I said, ew, nah. I don't do drugs. She knocked drink over a few times. We went to be in and she fell twice. Knocked drink over a few times. Total pollution of a person. A couple of months later, she was the one at 12-ish a.m. and told me she was pregnant. Wonder why I reacted the way she did when she told me she was pregnant? After that, it had been lies after lies after lies, as in made up story lies to people. Compulsive liar, you call it, and messaged me 100 times a day and screenshots them. Bring it on, hen. Sorry for this rant, folks, but it's true.
Yes, and Angie, just so you know, she only got away with it for about a week. Her family caught on to it, and she wasn't really letting them hold the baby. And
Once
she
the
went to
baby was
have
born, yeah.
right, and she had the birth on her own, which I thought was weird. I think that was probably a sign to her mom too. It sounds like she lived at home with her mom.
What? I don't understand how these work. Right
Hit
now,
play.
I need to focus on my mental health. I know my recent actions may look confusing or raise questions, but this is about me processing things in my own way. I'm not able to go live or talk publicly at the moment. My mind just can't handle it. I'm asking everyone to please give my family and Jamie's family the space and peace they deserve. They are completely innocent and don't need to be involved. Oh, God, this is going to keep happening. This is why I don't like.
I know. That's why we don't really have to go through much of these because that's why I said there was more on that like post. But I think we could watch the video that Tess sent, and it was from her cousin Nevaeh, the one that we seen posting about. That you read like one of the posts that she was upset. It was in the article. Voice recording about labor. Ooh, turn the volume on.
Congratulations, babe. Hope you and baby are well. Thanks, hun. Same for you. How long now? I'm due on the 14th of December. Feels so close, but so far. Keep seeing TikToks of people giving birth early, and I'm like, nah. She claimed it was December 14th due date. I'm nowhere near ready. I'm 4 weeks early.
Anyway, on the 20th, right? Because the Wayne has a hole in her heart, right? And don't listen to them about like the centiles and stuff because I had a scan last week and they're like, she's £4, like something. She's £5.4, right? That was only last week. Like don't listen to them about that. But I was going to think she had a hole in her heart and she still does, but she's fine. Luckily, like they just need to monitor her and see like what comes of it. But I was getting took in and on Wednesday I was like, there's something no right. Like I couldn't keep a hang down. I was like, I'm going into fucking labour right now. And like, see when I say your body starts clearing out, like you're spewing, you're shitting for Britain, like. And then that was me on the Wednesday. They were like, you're in early labour. My waters broke at 2 this morning and I had her by 46 minutes past 2. So
Oh wow.
I was in early labour, right? So like I was 2 centimetres, right, last week when they checked and they were like, it's fine, like you're getting induced anyway, don't worry about it. And then Wednesday I went and I went from 2 to 4. Then I went from 4 to 5. And then last night I literally went like straight to 10. But it was like a few days in early labour. And then like my actual one for my water breaking to her being here was 46 minutes. It's fucking mad. Like, and it's like a conveyor belt in there. It's as soon as they can get you out. Like, I had her at 2:46, and at half 7, I was like texting her dad, being like, "Right, you can come back and get us."
Did you see that
I
message below?
was getting
She
induced
said,
anyway.
I'll be
she
honest.
said, "Oh my
I didn't
god."
really understand anything too much she said.
So she was talking about how fast like her labor was progressing, and at the end, her cousin responded was like, "Oh my god, you had a really fast labor."
46
And so
minutes.
this is so the person on the left is Kira, and the person on the right is Kira's cousin, or somebody else. Sorry.
Huh.
So the person on the left, she was like, "I'm 4 weeks early." Like she's sitting here talking about how fast this labor was going and progressing, and then the respondent said that 10 hours is a very fast labor, and being so early.
4 weeks early.
Yeah, and then she said she had the baby within 10 hours of labor.
Oh my
Right, Samantha? That's what I was thinking. That's pretty fast for your first baby. Oh, Woofy. Poor thing. I'm sorry, babe.
100 licks over the bricks, 'cause I'm for money.
Can't believe this has happened again. Kira did something similar to me and my friends 2.5 years ago, had the baby bump pictures and asked family to be godparents in a video. We realized it was fake when we never met Aurora Ray Jean, born on 9/21/23. Never thought she would do this again. Unbelievable. This is her second doll pregnancy. Yo, you can see. Dude. I don't know what I did. No, I just want to see this. Okay, never mind. You could see there's a screenshot and there's a doll sitting up. Oh,
What?
look at that, Miss Bonnie-Leigh. Oh my God. Our own little miracle. We can't wait to meet you. Baby girl, boy or girl. Look at those sonogram photos.
Wow.
Why does it just go though? Why can't I control it? Oh my God.
Okay, here. Why don't you play the one that Tess sent you and let me save these down and send them to you so you can pause them better, okay?
It's okay. I'll just play the one Tess sent. Let me see. All right.
TikTok annoys me too. That's why I always save stuff if it'll let me.
Okay. So this is her friend.
That's the cousin.
Well, I don't know if it's a cousin because her last name's Cousin, so it's a little confusing if it's the friend or a cousin.
That is true.
Okay. Let's see.
Bonnie-Leigh and Kira cousins. So 8-9 months ago, she texted me telling me that she was pregnant, and I was so happy for her. And she told me that Jamie didn't want to tell his mum, so she begged and begged Jamie to tell his mum that they were having this baby, and he begged her and begged her to get an abortion. And anyway, a few weeks later, a few days later, she ended up texting Jamie's mum on her own, saying that they were having a baby and she was pregnant. And his mum wasn't happy because they'd only been getting to know each other for a month, that they were in the Orange Walk together. And anyway, so she announces it on Facebook, and everybody is so happy for her. Everybody believes Kira. And then 3-4 months go by and she has a gender reveal, and everybody is at the gender reveal, both sides of the family at the gender reveal. And then she makes it a wee girl because Jamie's mum only has 3 grandsons and her mum doesn't have any granddaughters or any grandsons. Her own mum believed that she was going to be a grand for the first time. She was so happy. And then 2 weeks after the gender reveal, she posts that the baby has a hole in its heart.
Oh my God.
And I genuinely believe she said that the baby has a hole in its heart. So in like a couple of weeks' time after the baby was born, she could have then said the baby had died if her cousin or mum didn't walk in and see that it was a doll. So anyway, the 10th of October comes and I have 2 missed calls for her at 1:30, and I feel shit because I didn't answer it. The next morning, or that same morning, I wake up at 7:30 and I've got a text message for Kira saying, "Hi, it's Bonnie-Leigh. I was born at 2:46 a.m. I weigh 5 pounds 4 ounces, the exact same weight as my daddy when he was born." And I send her a video and I'm like, "Oh my God, like congratulations, she's so cute." But I felt so bad because she done it on her own. She sent me a video of her walking out of the hospital with Bonnie-Leigh, this doll in the car seat, and she has like everything that the hospital would give you. But my mum seen on Facebook yesterday that it's like a baby box thing, and it's all the exact same bottles and dummies that Kira had.
Oh my god!
So anyway,
did you hear that?
Yes.
Her mom ended up realizing that all of the same, like, 'cause she sent a video to her, like, walking out with the baby in the like the carrier and stuff, the same way you would from a hospital, and then eventually saw that all the same bottles and stuff that's in her videos you could buy, like, for dolls. Wait, she wouldn't even think to, like, ditch whatever I guess came with the silicone baby and make sure you buy real bottles and stuff. Oh my gosh. That's amazing, Lions for Life. Yeah, I had a friend who when she was pregnant, they found out their son had the hole in his heart too. But I'm so happy to hear that she's doing good and thriving now. Dummies are pacifier. Thank you, Neat Noodle. I don't get it. I don't know. All right, here.
On the 10th of October, she decides to take the baby to her stepfather's dead grave. So she takes a picture of it and she posts it on Facebook. And then the next day, she posts on Facebook thanking her gran and great gran for buying Bonnie-Leigh her first chair. And she even wrote on it, like, I'm even opening my eyes to be nosy in it. But all through the pregnancy, she was saying that.
What is she
All through
doing?
the pregnancy, she was saying.
I'm sorry. It's so distracting though. Bless her. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I think you're beautiful. But it's the toes for me and flopping back on the bed. Like, what's happening here? I like my ADHD part of me is like, I get it, you know, like, but at the same time, I'm like, sit still, sit still. Oh my goodness.
That
Melissa,
Jamie and his family are the worst people.
Sorry, go ahead.
Would it be easier to send you these through text or like your YouTube thing on your Facebook?
No, you have to send because the Facebook I use for YouTube, it's just like a private account. You can't send anything to it.
Okay.
And she even wrote on it, like, I'm even opening my eyes to be nosy in it. But all through the pregnancy,
like, what happened
all
there?
through the pregnancy, she was saying that Jamie and his family are the worst people ever. They didn't help her through it, and painting them out to be really evil people. And she ends up on the second day, she takes the baby up to Jamie's house, and the mum says, it's a doll, it's no moving, it's freezing cold. So Kira grabs the doll in the car seat, makes Jamie take her to Wisher General, says to Jamie, you're not allowed in because you're not allowed in any of the appointments. And Jamie believed it because for the first appointment that he took her to, she had told him that you're not allowed in. So she comes out and she says to Jamie.
Okay. So, and she has a strong accent, so I'm doing my best to, and it seems like they have different words they use too. So I'm doing my best to try to understand what she's saying. But she's saying when she brought it to Jamie, the father's house, the mom confronted, I guess, and said, that's a doll. And that, because it was freezing out and she wasn't moving or anything. I'll jump back just to hear that part again. But also, as far as appointments, Jamie's never gone in. She's always said he wasn't allowed to go in, I guess.
Wow.
But let me jump back just so we could hear that again.
Makes Jamie take her to Wisher General.
Did she say to be wash the genital? Like, am I wrong? Because I like change a diaper. Is that what I don't know if maybe it's different.
And
I don't know.
She ends up on the second day, she takes the baby up to Jamie's house, and the mum says,
I think
it's a
she's
doll,
changing
it's
the
no
diaper.
moving, it's freezing cold. So Kira
change the diaper, wash the genital.
That's kind of that's what I would put together. You know what I mean?
I guess, yeah.
grabs the doll. Kira
She
grabs the
wanted to
doll in the car
practice.
seat,
Oh.
makes Jamie take her to Wisher General. Says to Jamie, "You're not allowed in because you're not allowed in any of the appointments." And Jamie believed it because for the first appointment that he took her to, she had told him that you're not allowed in.
Western
Oh.
General.
She comes out and she says to Jamie that the baby is fine with just to keep it wrapped up, and the baby has mucus. And she only says the baby has mucus because Jamie wanted a DNA test, and you can't take a DNA test if the baby's got mucus. So she's very smart. She didn't miss any note.
What?
And it's crazy because I believed it that much because she was sending me scan pictures, she was sending me videos at the hospital. Like, she just made everything seem so real. And then the third day, she texts me saying, "Neve, I need to get out of this house." So I text her and I say, "Do you want me to come and pick you up since you've just had a baby? I'll drive." And she was like, "Aye." And she says, "I'll bring the pram so we can go a walk," because she didn't ever want to sit in the house because people would ask her, like, can I have a hold her, like, go up to her and touch her maybe, and she didn't want that because she didn't want anybody to realise that it was a doll so quick. And anyway, I go and get her and I text her when I'm outside and I say, "Kira, I'm outside, do you want a hand?" And she goes, "No, it's okay." So anyway, I go to her door.
Melissa.
What?
They say that if you had a lot of mucus, you could do a DNA test as long as they're not infected with like cold, flu, or fever.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
maybe
it's
that's
like
what she's trying to
girl,
say.
that doesn't explain zero body heat.
Right.
Oh my gosh. She does sound like CJ. So there's that.
And she says, "I'll bring the pram so we can go a walk," because she didn't ever want to sit in the house
Got you,
because
Joe.
people would ask her,
Yeah.
like, can I, like, go up to her and touch her maybe, and she didn't want that
Thank you,
because she didn't
Kiki.
want anybody to realise that it was a doll so quick. And anyway, I go and
Thanks,
get her
Kiki.
and I text her when I'm outside and I say, "Kira, I'm outside, do you want a hand?" And she goes, "No, it's okay." So anyway, I go to her door and she doesn't expect me to be there. So the car seat is like facing out. And then I'm like, "Oh my god, she's tiny, she's so cute," because she's wrapped up. She's got a big hat on, she's got
Aw.
a dummy on.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, "Oh my god, she's so cute." And Kira's like, "I know, I have to keep her wrapped up." Because we had her at the hospital yesterday, and I was just thinking, like, I said to her, "Kira, we're not taking the way in a walk because you've already took the baby to the hospital, and you've been told like it's too cold to take it a walk." And she made Jamie take the baby a walk, like up the kelpies and all that.
What?
Oh my god.
And this doll you could actually feed, and literally, like, in the same minute it would shit. That's what Jamie said.
I'm sorry. I'm only actually familiar with this because as a girl mom, my daughter had baby alives, and so, like, again, baby alive didn't look like as good as this, but I do know you could feed and bottle feed or hand feed, like with clay and stuff, like Play-Doh, and that it would shit because it's a hole that goes like a hollow tube. Essentially, it goes from their mouth down to the fake butt so that it would poop and pee. And so the way she just said the same minute that you would feed, but did the baby, because the baby alives don't, like you could pour juice or whatever down it and then like it would just come right out the diaper. But how would he know it's shit if he never, like,
And maybe it made a sound, but like,
did
I don't
she
know.
suck on the bottle or did it just stick right in? Like, I have questions. I have
Okay.
questions.
Let me look this up. Now you got me wondering.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look up an example. So the same moment you would feed it, it would shit. Oh no!
So come on, let me
Go back for my spot.
pick you up since you've just had a baby. I'll drive. And she was like, "Aye." And she says, I'll say, Kira, I'm outside. Do you want a hand? And she goes, no, it's okay.
Sorry, guys.
So anyway, I go to her door
I messed it.
and she doesn't expect me to be there. So the car seat is like facing out. And then I'm like, oh my God, she's tiny. She's so cute because she's wrapped up. She's got a big hat on and she's got a dummy on. And I'm like, oh my God, she's so cute. And Kira's like, I know, I have to keep her wrapped up. Because we obviously had her at the hospital yesterday. And I was just thinking, like, I said to her, Kira, we're not taking the Wayne a walk because you've already took the baby to the hospital and you've been told like it's too cold to take it a walk. And she made Jamie take the baby a walk like up the kelpies and all that. And this doll you could actually feed, and literally like in the same minute it would shit. That's what Jamie said. She never fed the baby when she was at mine. So anyway, she asked me, can you take me to Morrison's? And I say, aye, of course I can. That's where she works. So she wanted to show everybody in her work this doll.
Oh my God.
So we get there and she says, Neve, can you push the pram till I get a couple of things? She was getting Red Bull and stuff. And then she takes the pram and she takes it up to the office bit. And everybody's coming out and looking in the pram, saying, oh my God, she's so cute, she's tiny, congratulations, putting money in. And then we get the doll back in mine, and I'm driving 20 miles an hour on the motorway, so I don't hit any bumps. I don't make like the baby scared or put it into shock or anything. Like, I was just being so careful with it because I had a doll in the car.
A doll?
Which I thought was an actual real baby.
No.
And we come to my mum's, and my mum opens the door, and she's like, oh my God, it's so nice to see you, because Kira had been telling her all through her pregnancy that she couldn't wait to see her. And she sits down, and we lift, like my mum goes to lift her cover up, and Kira slaps my mum's phone away, and my mum just sits back down, and we're just talking to Kira and that, and Kira stands up and like shows us these big nappy things that she's wearing. She's like, because of all the blood and all that.
What?
And so we're believing her.
Oh, did you hear that part? So she gets up and she shows like the nappy, like, so after you deliver, you know, it's very obviously normal to be actively bleeding, and you have to wear like jumbo adult diapers essentially. So she even shows the nappies Kira's wearing from all the blood. What the fuck? I have to jump back just a second because
and
what the fuck?
My mum just sits back down, and we're just talking to Kira and that, and Kira stands up and like shows us these big nappy things that she's wearing. She's like, because of all the blood and all that. And so we're believing her, and we're just like talking to Kira and asking her about everything, and she always had an answer for absolutely everything. She was still making Jamie and his family out to be these horrible people. And Jamie is phoned her asking for a DNA test, and she's like, no, I know that, like, no, the veins got mucus, we can't do it. And
okay, so that's interesting. So that would explain that they most likely were not sexually active throughout this pregnancy. So that at least answers that question. And that in the beginning, he immediately was begging her for an abortion. That's, I guess, the post that we had read earlier on, and she had posted their screenshots. And that then they were immediately, I want a paternity test. No, baby's got mucus.
Mm-hmm.
her cousin had phoned her and said, Kira, I'm not being funny, but why have you took the Wayne up to your pal's house if it no even know your family's seen her? And she was like, I'll bring her up tomorrow. And her cousin was like, no, we've got a concert. So Kira was like getting ready to go, and my mum says, oh, you're not leaving without giving us a wee cuddle? And she's like, no, nobody's touching the Wayne. Nobody's getting to hold the Wayne. I've already took her to the hospital yesterday. She's no well. And mum's like, all right. And I was like, right, Kira, come on, I'll just take you home, because it was a bit weird. Like,
so you haven't even seen your family, like the family hasn't got to see the baby yet, you know, like when are you gonna let the come visit the family? And then her mom, this girl's mom, is like, can I have a cuddle with the baby before you go? No, you know, no, nobody touches the baby, nobody gets too close to the baby. And honestly, though, this could be believable. That doesn't strike me because a lot of first-time moms are very nervous, especially if you did just have to bring her to the hospital and she's sick. You don't want those germs around. They don't have an immune system. That's not so far out of the realm of possibilities for me.
Right. And the baby, from what we can tell, was probably alive or whatever for about a week before they caught on.
Say that again. Sorry.
They were asking in chat how long the baby was quote unquote alive.
Yeah,
It was
the
about a
baby
week.
was only born 15 days ago today. Oh my God. But honestly, like, this is really, like, I'm laughing, but it's not funny because this girl thought she listened to her. I was driving 20 miles per hour on the highway, you know, because I did not want to hit a bump. I didn't want to scare the baby. Like, they believed this was a baby. Like, it's really manipulative.
Mm-hmm.
The DNA test revealed Toys R Us is the father.
Well, and I'm like really curious that she's done this before. Like,
Yeah.
this is like a Laura Owens in the making, but with dolls.
Yep. Oh my God. Jeez.
Just was. And when I'm taking her home, she phoned Jamie and was like, Jamie, you need to be at mine for this time to feed the Wayne. So that was fine. And then the next day comes and I go on Snapchat to realise that all the pictures of Bonnie-Leigh and videos of Bonnie-Leigh have been deleted for our chats. So I text her and I'm like, Kira, what the fuck? Why have you deleted all the pictures of Bonnie-Leigh? She opens it and ignores it. And then I add Jamie on Snapchat and he sends laughing faces and I'm like, what the fuck? But my niece who works in Airdrie had sent me a message saying, Neve, is this a doll? And my mum had said, Neve, it might be a doll because she wouldn't let any of us touch it. And then it all came out. I don't know if it was her mum or cousin that walked in on her and basically the doll was just left and she was on her phone.
Oh my God.
And everybody found out that it was a doll. And I just don't know how to feel right now. Like, I feel so fucking dumb because I was in Morrison's where I had the doll in my car, I had the doll in my house. Like, she was sitting in my house making bottles up and all that. Like, it's crazy. I just can't believe how much one person can affect somebody. And she has affected me like nobody else has ever affected me this bad. Like, I feel like if somebody has to tell me I'm pregnant, I'm going to just punch it and be like, no, you're not. It's a doll. Right, story time about.
No, you're not. It's a
Bonnie-Leigh.
doll.
No, that's a way to end that TikTok. No, you're not. It's a doll. That's horrible. Oh my God. That's so messed up. That is so
come on, let me see.
Yo, look at it moving. Stop it. Stop it. Hold on. Shay.
Wow.
Oh, look at it. That still does. All right. Do you guys think that looks realistic? Did it make noise? Look at it moving.
Oh no. But I did send you a video I found of the reborn dolls that poop. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to see that, but yo.
I don't.
Yeah, I guess it could be played off like, yeah.
That is a good question. I think that's why a lot of people were kind of speculative of the posts and stuff that have been going on because they know that AI has come so far. Like,
Well, they
could
said
Kira be doing that?
arms can move, you know, like oh my God.
Yeah. Could you imagine if Laura Owens did?
Oh my gosh.
Right. Yes. There was one picture that I saw that it did look real.
Who did the gender reveal balloons? Oh my God.
Think about the days when
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
What?
No. Sorry.
What the hell? That's what my nightmares are made of, Melissa.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to click on I don't TikTok, okay? I was just trying to click on related videos.
Oh, what's that?
What just happened? Oh my gosh. Hold on. I want to get this.
I can't get that image out of my head.
Sorry.
Oh, shit. But I downloaded what I could of the best of the stuff that was on there for you. And it was things you already read, but I know you wanted to kind of pause and read stuff. Because it let me download videos and pictures. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you might have to fast forward it.
Why can't I find the text messages to baby daddy saying the baby daddy? I saw that in a video. I just don't know where it is. Okay, so this is a reborn doll. So I'm trying to like get an idea of, and this one poops. And but if she's holding her shape here, like I've seen ones that are loose. I don't know how to explain it. Like to where if you pick them up, they'd be limp. They're not. Are they going to show the fake genital? Because I don't even know if I feel comfortable showing the fake genitals. Versus, are they going to poop? Like, what's happening here?
I kind of just fast forwarded to the end and it saw the back end of the bub. That's what I did.
Nope. Okay.
Like that. There you go. So it shows that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they thought that he said he thought the baby pooped. So I was just trying to find one kid. One of these.
He didn't. Did he change this doll? Thinking
I don't.
Shay, did he change this doll? What the hell, Murfud?
So I can't.
No,
I gotta find these texts of the boyfriend because what I'm seeing is just screenshots of her post.
What's happening here? I need to know if he changed the baby.
I know.
Hold on.
But we wanted to know, could it have a poop?
Yeah, I figured it could have a poop. I didn't figure he could change the baby and not realize immediately this is not a real child. Okay, that's how you feed it? Like, what? It wouldn't suck the bottle. How did he even feed the bottle without him realizing? Hi, Hannah Banana. Okay. I know I saw the video, so I could get the video I watched because I know the text messages were in there. Hold on. Yeah, I think, was it this one or was it? I think it was this one. Let me see. I was watching this video. And I'll drop the link for this video because this is who I was watching before.
Believing the doll was her newborn baby. Kira Cousins from Airdrie is accused of wearing a prosthetic bump before pretending to give birth.
Okay, dude, I gotta say, bro, if like my family member or my son's girlfriend was like, I'm pregnant, like I'm sorry.
Joyce to deceive those closest to her. The 22
for the home birth, you know, like.
No, what if she's reacting to it? So hold on, let me see if I could get the original. Here, okay.
has rocked a fake baby scandal has rocked a Scots community after claims a young mum duped her friends and family into believing a doll was her newborn baby. Kira Cousins from Airdrie is accused of wearing a prosthetic bump before pretending to give birth and parading a plastic reborn dolly as a baby girl named Bonnie-Leigh Joyce to deceive those closest to her. The 22-year-old shared the announcement of her daughter on social media earlier this month, claiming she gave birth alone as Bonnie-Leigh arrived in the world on October.
Look at that one. Sorry, that one with the eyes open, not looking good. And high knuckle sandwich. Look at the Pampers in the back, though. Like look, it has the straps on, Shay. She strapped this baby in, like, and posed it.
10th, weighing 5 pounds and 4 ounces. In the weeks leading up to the birth, Kira is shown sharing photos of baby scans and videos of her lavish gender reveal party, along with footage of the baby kicking in her tummy, as well as a series of pictures of newborn clothes and items loved ones bought for Bonnie-Leigh. She even posted about hospital appointments and complications with the baby, claiming antenatal tests had picked up a heart defect. But outrage unfolded when Kira was outed online as a liar, as friends told how her family and the baby's dad discovered 6-day-old Bonnie-Leigh was a doll when her mum found the prop in her bedroom.
Look at its legs.
6-day-old Bonnie-Leigh was a doll when her mum found the prop in her bedroom.
But that, yeah. What was she gonna do? What was she gonna do, Shay? She was gonna kill the baby.
That's gross.
Listen, when you're dealing with someone who lies to this level, this is very dangerous in the making, because if she was desperate enough, would she have kidnapped a child? Would she have, we've seen it before, Heidi Broussard, right? Taken the baby, like a baby from a pregnant woman at the end of her third trimester. Like, it's terrifying.
Are you talking about Heidi from Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's sick.
Screenshots of the messages reported to have been sent by Kira shortly afterwards appear to show her telling the man she claimed was Bonnie-Leigh's dad that their baby had died.
Yes. Oh, no, but where are those messages? Oh my God. I saw those messages. What video did I see them in?
I don't know.
Where did I see them?
Like the text about
it was the text,
the baby dying, or
yes, it was the baby dying.
Oh, I saw those. Hold on. But it was the text I saw was about her letting them know. It was on it was this from Not the Bee article that I saw.
You saw them?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I saw like a few texts where they're talking
Here it
about
is.
the baby. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Okay. So it says, something happened to Bonnie-Leigh, but I need someone here with me to explain things to you so you can understand. He said, what? She said, Bonnie-Leigh died, but you need to give me time to tell you everything, etc. And I will, I promise. What the fuck? Please, I know, I want answers, but please, Jamie, or you want answers. You've left me in the dark for long enough. I'm coming up. You ain't getting in, so charge on. I can't see what the rest
Line detectives began comparing posts and realized the newborn photos were actually of a reborn doll.
Oh my.
Thanks, great grand and granddad, for my chair. I'm even opening my eyes to start being nosy in it. What? hold on, and then he's playing all these videos are playing other videos. Like it's
Yeah, it's like because it exploded like on Instagram and TikTok, and then like YouTube was like covering what they could find of messages and comments. It's kind of wild.
where's he playing from? He's playing from TikTok. Fucking TikTok. It's all of it is on TikTok.
She was from Lanarkshire.
Lanarkshire?
I don't understand that. How can the family not know?
A lifelike.
Yeah, I'm looking at like some of the Scotland media.
What followed was chaos, screenshots, angry comments, and a community trying to understand how a fake pregnancy fooled so many for so long. The story spread fast, leaving people to wonder how far someone would go to live a lie, and how no one saw it coming.
You see, this. Do you know what this makes me think of? Catfish, bro. There's cat. How? Like, this is what her friend actually has to say.
Like,
oh, did she post more videos, the friend? Oh, okay, hold on.
So she would, it would be
Bonnie-Leigh.
like, you need to look at the cash sheet, feel like there. The closest I got to her was when she opened the door, and I just looked in and I was like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. And I wish I had realised. I really wish.
Obviously, you can hear the Scotland accent. You get me? So she's saying that she's looked in and said that she's so cute, but it's a doll. Huh? Well, you wouldn't realize. Like, what? I'm confused.
I had, but if I'd realised when she was in my house, then I don't know what would have happened. I would have probably went crazy. So I'm glad I kind of never found out that when she was in my house, because I don't know what would have happened.
So he's basically saying, okay, cool. She didn't realize in her house. She would have went crazy.
But she doesn't need any sort of help. She needs the jail. She really does.
The jail?
And I'm shite at TikTok. I don't know how to upload.
Look at that. Like, there was no, bro. Like gender reveals, celebrations.
So I'll try and do it, but if I can't, I can't. It's all on my Facebook anyway. But I felt like I had to make this because everybody is tagging me and shit.
Imagine how embarrassing it is, and people.
And I feel just deflated. I feel like I'll not be able to trust anybody for a long time. If they tell me like they are pregnant, I'll be wondering like, is it a doll? Is it real? Like,
well, she's definitely got PTSD, but boy, put out.
Update while I'm just having a bit of lunch. We think that Kira has made a statement on her TikTok page. Not sure if it's her page or somebody's just posting stuff on there. It's not under her name or anything. It's like a random page. So I've not confirmed whether it's hers or not. I don't think it is. But the statement is basically...
There's loads of people in the comments, by the way, saying it's definitely her page. Rare. But yeah.
Saying that Jamie, the baby daddy, and his family and her family knew absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. Maybe might have had the suspicions, but yeah, this is the statement.
Well, not condoning any behaviour. May help families.
Little second bit of it. She basically goes on to say that nobody knew until that Tuesday morning. There's already so much information out there, it's not hard to find, to be honest. But this is just one of the posts when she'd had the baby.
She posted that. All warm wrapped up today.
Yeah, that's so messy.
Oh my God. She posted that. There's not even, man's not even here to eat.
Is or what that's about. Snoopy, I think is called. It's in my comments.
Gosh.
But I am just on the road today, so I've just stopped for a bit of dinner. I'm actually just chilling.
What were you going to say?
she's also within the last week too said to not believe any of the messages between her and others are real. Wait for her side of it. But it seems like, like her cousin's already spoken out. A lot of people have. She was trying to get ahead of it.
This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This is what this lady had to say.
I don't for a second believe that her mother did not know. And I'm sorry, I know Mum's made all her social media private and she's just kind of hiding away from this. But as a mother,
look at this.
There is no way I would let my 22-year-old daughter give birth on her own. If there wasn't a father to be there, I would be there. There's no way I'd let her do medical appointments for a first-time baby on her own. And there is absolutely no way I'd have a baby in my house for over 48 hours without holding it, laying eyes.
Someone in the comments says she lied about cancer and she's lied. Did you let your daughter give birth by herself?
On it, having a cuddle as a first-time grandmother. There is absolutely no way. And for me, we know already that Kira pretended to be pregnant and give birth in 2023. So her mum knew she had prior for doing exactly the same thing.
Huh?
So even when she announced she was pregnant.
Kira pretended to be
You and this guy at the same
It
time.
was just the friends that said it. I didn't know the mom had no. Maybe that's why they said, how could the family not know?
I don't know. This is all developing, you guys, in the last few days, and predominantly in the UK. New York. Yes, the New York Post, but like United States is starting to pick up on it. But this is all unfolding, and so the information is just all over the place. I don't know, Seven Lilies.
Again, you'd be like, are you? It just doesn't make sense to me. It feels very much like now this has all been outed by one of her friends. What's happened? Everyone else wants to go, we didn't know. Let Kira take the shit for this. Because, and even though, she is responsible, there is no way, absolutely no way. Now, according to one of her friends, she didn't even use a doll the first time around. This is obviously Bonnie-Leigh, this latest baby. But in the first pregnancy in 2023, she was just stealing pictures of other people's babies off social media. And her mum had to have known that her social media was covered in this baby that never was. So how...
No, I can't lie. She's ill. She's got some...
crazy.
She needs help. She don't need prison.
Answer. At that point, your daughter's not well, and she is lying about everything. So how did you just let this happen again? I don't for...
Yeah. See what this is madness, guys. It's madness. It's madness.
This man, shortly after they start dating, she gets pregnant. Okay, she's happy for it. When the doctor's visits come around, though,
Obviously, the reason why I'm even flicking my...
It's now apparently they had to do a welfare check on her because the amount of hate that has come out from this going viral on social media.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Perfection. The legendary Bonnie-Leigh girl. Like,
there's even already Bonnie-Leigh and Kira Cousins like Halloween costumes starting
of course there is. Search her on TikTok. I went to school with her. I'll bet she was a couple of years below me, but I had heard of her lies, and trust me when I say it's all true. She went around telling everyone in second year she had different cancers at different stages. Fuck.
Oh yeah,
I didn't realize it was that video.
Sorry, maybe download it that way.
Fine. She had different cancers at different stages, and she's also lied about having another child, a toddler, and previously lied about being pregnant. She recently gave a statement on TikTok, and it's laughable. She doesn't need mental health help or anything. She's been assessed by the mental health team, and they said she had nothing wrong with her. She's an attention seeker who tried to trap her boyfriend of 1 month.
Sounds like Laura Owens. But at least she got to the boyfriend stage. Oh, man.
Oh, my God. In the weeks leading up to the birth, Kira is shown sharing photos of baby scans and videos of her lavish gender reveal party, along with footage of the baby kicking in her tummy, as well as a series of pictures of newborn clothes and items loved ones bought Bonnie-Leigh, including a $1,000 prom and car seat. But outrage unfolded when Kira was outed online, as friends told her how family and the baby's dad discovered 6-day-old Bonnie-Leigh was a doll when her mom found the prop in her bedroom. Screenshots of messages reported sent by Kira shortly afterwards appear to show her telling the man she claimed was Bonnie-Leigh's dad that the baby had died. Kira cousin refused to comment when contacted.
So 6 days. Wow. But was there a contract? Samantha asked. This is wild.
It's absolutely wild. And like, I understand some people are going to be like, clearly, mental health could play a part here, but I'll be honest, and I know that this may upset some people, but I'm really kind of over
blaming shitty behavior on mental health.
It is a thing now. It is a trend. Mental health issues are a real thing. Please do not get me wrong. But with that being said, there is an excuse for everything now. And sometimes people are just shitty. Sometimes people are just liars. They want the attention. And it's not some big, deep rooted childhood trauma issue. Okay. Because if that were true, I guarantee you could look into anybody's life, any one person you pick out, and find something that they might have gone through or experienced that you can use to excuse a bad behavior. And I don't like it. We live in a society currently where everyone has all of these traumas and everyone has all of these mental ailments and this and that. If you put any person in to go get evaluated, I guarantee you will not have one leave that has nothing, not depression, not anxiety, ADHD. You're on the spectrum with autism. You have that. I guarantee. Sorry, that's just how I feel. That's why I don't even feel comfortable sending our children in to get assessed or evaluated, because there's no chance they're ever going to walk out without getting a diagnosis. Now, with that being said, that does not mean these diagnoses aren't real, that there aren't actual mental health ailments and issues, and absolutely. But I just think it's become abundant and almost a trend, and overdiagnosing and excuses for everything.
I agree. And I think because Adora brought up a good point, it was to do with like course of control. And I think that it seems like a lot of people will look at one like maybe Kira and Laura and be like, what's wrong with them? But I think it's more so the course of control they're putting on the men in these situations. Like,
Yeah.
that's a problem.
It's a problem, and I think it's gone a long time with, and I don't know how to say it without it always coming out wrong. Again, women are very often victims of DV, rape, horrible. I'm not minimizing that. With that being said, out of everything that there's awareness for currently, and we're in this age of, exposure, and this isn't right, this isn't right. It's gone on for far too long. What about men? I'm sorry, but they've gotten the shit end of the stick in a lot of ways. And something that I feel like has gone it for far too long is women not being held accountable for abuse inflicted on men. And that may not look exactly how men can abuse women, but this is abuse, period. What we see with Laura Owens to Clayton, it isn't okay. And these women need to be held accountable.
I agree.
I've seen it in my real life. I know a lot of other girls who have too. You get nervous, they're trying to break up with you, like, oh, I think I may be pregnant, or even straight up tried to get pregnant, and I wish it wasn't a thing, but it is. It is, and it's not okay. Like, not every guy is a big bad, like you're automatically at fault because you're a male. We say we want equality, right? That goes across the scale. And that means that if you're abusive, and it may not be in the cookie cutter shape that you typically think of abuse, then you need to be held accountable too.
I agree.
They do. And it's unfortunate. And I feel like if a guy you know, like even let's take Clayton for like an example. Well, no, I don't want to. Do you know how many times I've seen a female be abusive on a male and take it and take it and take it? Because if you dare ever go to report it, you're a pussy, right? Like, all right, she hit you, she punched you, you can't take it. No, that's not right, because the female can hit the male every day for 3 years, and it's the one time that the male may hit back in self-defense that could be right. You're arrested. You're the fucking abuser.
Or hold their hands to get him to stop, and it's seemed as abusive because it put bruises on their wrist to hold him back.
Right. And it really minimizes actual victims. But again, those victims are both male and female. They're not just female. And it's not okay. Whether or not a girl could hit as hard as a guy or whether or not he could take it, that is another thing. But honestly, girls are, in my opinion, my unprofessional opinion here, are more mentally abusive and manipulative as shit in these types of ways. And it's not a joke. Thank you, Mallory, for 10 months. This is absolutely abuse, emotional and psychological, for sure. 100% for sure. And I don't like how it's like, oh, you know, like I understand that criminal charges a criminal complaint has not been made. Okay, well, you guys can still conduct an investigation. And this should not go with a slap on the wrist. It can't. You guys need to set the standards at the bar because clearly it's happening all too often. Yeah, like Courtney Clenny. Yep.
Yeah, J13. Like I said, I didn't really get into watching the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing when it was popular, but like I can understand why people were interested, and not just because it being Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, was seeing and hearing evidence of that type of emotional and mental abuse that was provided. But then I came across that Courtney Clenny and Christian Avosami story because, like I told you, they were from Texas, and watching the videos and hearing everything, I mean, it broke my heart. And I'm like, this guy was in a domestic violence relationship, and it took his family and across Texas to find good advocates within Florida to help them get to the point to press charges on Courtney, and they're still trying to battle it out and get to court.
It's the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial was really monumental in the sense that just the accusation alone she made, like, and let that sink in, just the accusation got him canceled. He like taken off with Disney, like, and I wish more attention, even though it had a lot of attention, but the point was he never was abusive to her. Like she faked those fucking bruises, yet just the accusation. Now, how many times do you think that's happened? How many times has there been a female that has claimed abuse that there wasn't abuse? And it's fucking disgusting, honestly.
So my friend, okay.
No, I'm good.
I was gonna tell you, so my friend's a barber, and Amber, being from Texas, they came out here to visit, and Johnny did. And she has like a nice like shop, and like he came in there and she cut his hair, and she said that like he had bruises like on the back of like his neck and face that were real faint, like they were healing. And I don't know, I don't think she would lie about that, but she was like, that was really concerning. And she said when this trial came up, like she only told this like in a friend group chat. She was like, that really like caught my eye. She said, I saw that, but I didn't know what it was from.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was from, she said, I don't know if it was from her, but she said that he had like these look like kind of knuckle print kind of and slap print bruises like on the back like of his neck when she cut his hair.
Well, and Gidget, I could only go by court, right? What's factually correct. And I can understand if you're saying emotionally, mentally, if you want to make that argument. But if Johnny was proven, even just for the way this worked in court, if even at one time he had laid a hand on her, it was proven, then that's it. The case was thrown out because it would rule in her favor because she did not defame him. If even at one moment he laid a hand on her, it would not be defamation because it would make her statements true. Even if they were exaggerated, this, that, it was true. They could not prove that it happened even once on a physical level. For her, yes, she was physically abusive. They could not prove Johnny laid hands on her once.
Yeah. I mean, even take the Johnny and Amber thing out. Like I look at Christian and Courtney Clenny, you know, we've seen videos of her hitting him in the head in the elevator. We've
Right.
seen the body cam footage when they were in Vegas and she admits to throwing chairs and glasses at him. She gets arrested. We've heard from her ex-boyfriend that he broke her jaw. And then she told the police that she just tossed the knife at Christian that just so happened and it wouldn't work physics wise the way it landed in his shoulder that was his fatal wound. I mean, it's just like I don't know, it just breaks my heart. I think there's a lot more here. And I think there's definitely a lot of women that go through DV situations and I take that
For sure.
seriously.
For sure. And like that's what's hard is because like when you say that, listen, there are so many female victims, like it's, you know, but I just don't like when I feel like I hear all the time equality, equality, equality. And it's not that I'm against equality, even though I do have older values and traditions personally. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not equal. I don't see it that way. But I know some people feel differently. But the point is that it should not be any different when a female lays a hand on a male. I think it should be equal. So it's equally abused. And I do not to this day think it is treated equally, period. And I don't think that's right.
Well, and I think to wrap that back around is looking at situations like this where we may not see physical abuse, this could cause mental and emotional abuse.
For sure. For sure. 100%. This guy believed he was having a child. That's like, there's nothing funny about that. He was a young in his 20s. He clearly did not want to have a baby as he's asking her to have an abortion from what she posted. Even if that was true, he's allowed to express his right if that's how he feels. Okay. But we saw him being supportive at the gender reveal, right? He's clearly there. And then the point is that he believed he was having a child. And clearly it wasn't just an automatic, happy, joyous moment. It was something he had to accept. But then he probably did get excited for. And then his beautiful daughter is born. And like the friend said, pushing it for a walk. I don't understand how you're feeding it and stuff, but that's besides the point. The point is he believed he had a child that you then said died. And even if only for 4 hours he believed his daughter died before finding out he didn't have a daughter to begin with, that is so fucked up and abusive. So like on a deeper level, something that would definitely heal differently than bruises. And when I say that, I'm not minimizing it versus like you cannot compare and act as if emotional, mental, psychologically abuse is any less harmful because it's not. It's not any less harmful. It does very deep harm on a psychological level. Yeah. So this is one of her posts that says, it's been a challenging and heartbreaking couple of days regarding baby Gardner. Jamie and I have had some time to talk with my family and close friends to share some information. And I feel now, as everyone's checking in and asking, we share the news of our beautiful princess. Thankfully to the midwives and sonographers, these last few tests have picked up something that breaks our hearts. Grieving that healthy baby we thought we would have, but knowing soon she will still be in our arms. They let us know that baby G has 1 congenital heart defects. This means that she is born with it at birth and will be present in not sadly her adult life. The condition is known as a complete balanced atrioventricular septal defect, AVSD or AV canal, which means there's a slip there, which means he has a hole in the middle of her heart as it didn't develop and form the correct way, and it has been this way since early stages of pregnancy. While the ventricles leak the blood that should be pumping around, her heart struggles. Now, while this is terrifying for us both as parents, we can't begin to understand what lies ahead for us both and her 2 families. The pair, etc., our girl will go through and questioning what type of life she may have. We need to hope and pray when she arrives again. We will find out more answers and pray that while it is highly likely this is the only issue, there may be more. The first effect will need to be corrected with open heart surgery when she is born. No doubt now primed to ensure her heart doesn't fail and impact on her lungs. That is sick. You are setting the stage publicly, so not even just privately to the people, publicly announcing and setting the stage for this baby to die in the future when you can't keep up the charade anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Oh, I hope she's criminally charged. Baby Gardner. Oh my God. The most beautiful girl, but she's had enough of photo shoots. How did mommy and daddy get so lucky? All I can see is the doll now. I can't unsee it.
Right.
Oh, girl. Look, it's the hat sticking up with the troll hair for me.
So Meek Isidore asked you, Melissa, my son's going through a breakup. The girl is always following, and yelling at him because she wants to get back together. Husband said that if you were the girl and she was the guy. Question.
Exactly. And Mika Zador says, if you flip the scenario, it's easy to say the actions are wrong when it's a girl receiving the creepy behavior, but not when it's a girl doing it to a guy. And that's all I'm saying. It's, I'm not trying to say that when guys are a predator, it's any let no, but I'm just saying not enough awareness is on females doing it, and they do it. They do it. And we're hearing more and more about female teachers having sex with their minor male student.
Yes.
It's horrific. But yet they always seem to get off easier because they pull with this is what I don't like. The screaming with the equality, but then using I'm the inferior girl race, I'm just, when it's time to be held accountable. I see that type of manipulation go on, and I saw that in a female teacher where she had a relationship with the male student, yet when it was her trial, they posed her as this fragile, frail female to get her off on less time. And I don't like that. You can't have it both ways. You can't.
I don't like it either. I was actually talking with Tess about it, and I remember that it kind of gave me a flashback, and I don't know if it's talked about as much back then, but like, was it in the 90s where was it like a woman teacher had like a baby with a male student, and then she went to jail. So then there was like this pop culture thing that was like, oh, like, get hots for the teacher, which I really don't like
They
because
encouraged it. Yeah.
right.
You get high
around.
fived if you were the guy getting the female teacher.
Right. But you are correct. Like I was thinking about, every now and then like I'll hit up Law and Crime, and I love like their video, like pre-record videos where I get like a 20-minute like news story. And when I'm scrolling, I'm seeing like the cadence, like you said, picking up of more and more of those cases. And it's very disturbing.
It's very disturbing. I don't know. We just live in the day age where I see some females who are, I could do anything a guy can do, which yes, you can. Like mentally, physically, that's a different, we're two different species, and we're supposed to be, I don't know why it's become such a bad thing, but they want to argue all about feminism. And then even though feminism has gone full circle, in my opinion, but then we'll be outraged if a guy doesn't go for the check on a date, and it's like, wait a second. You can't have it both ways, right? You can't say, well, I want to be able to do this, and how dare you look at me as the one who should cook and do this and that. And then what do you mean? I'm not splitting the check. You need to be a gentleman. Fuck, you can't listen.
Yeah.
You can't have it all ways. It just doesn't work like that. And I just personally hate the society we live in currently. That's just me though.
I you know me, I'm very traditional, so but
well, it's not even traditional. Like it's a beautiful thing for men and women to not be the same. We're not the same And there's
No.
nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't know why it's become an insult that we appreciate and respect our differences, because the whole point is you're supposed to come together to make a complete whole. I can't do what a man does. And when I say that, doesn't mean I literally can't pass and the SAT. I can't do it. No, but we have differences, and that's beautiful. That shouldn't be where we shouldn't be trying to make us all one gender, one that it's getting into a different realm here. I don't get it. I don't get it.
No, you're fine. But I think what I was just saying, like, I'm more traditional in my
Oh, they're
values
all.
of I like the courting of relationships. I like seeing that a man will pay, but I also believe a woman shouldn't be entitled, that she
Yeah.
should be grateful, she should be respectful, like in those hetero relationships. And that's just my opinion
And I
on
don't even care, like two girls, two guys. I don't care. It's the point though is that you're
common
supposed to
respect.
have differences, right? And it's supposed to be beautiful, and it's supposed versus I don't know where we've gotten to where we've get angry acknowledging that there's differences between male and females and things like that. It's crazy. But I 100% agree with FOS's comment. Feminism ruin the nuclear family 100%. There is no nuclear family anymore. Like, we have gotten so far away from any sense of the family, period. They have desensitized us to the point where we do not strive for a core family value, anything, in my opinion, in the day we live in today. No, it's not talked about enough, and it happens all the time. And I guarantee I would be surprised if there was actual documentation for every DV incident that has happened. And I know that's not possible, but I would be surprised if there wasn't more female on male DV than there is male on female. Or I have just witnessed more female on male DV because females get away with it. And so there's not that fear. I don't know. Would be mad they couldn't go on dates. You could, and you know what? Really, they should be in that dorm together, making oodles and noodles, and just it's being present. You have to spend money to do that type of crap.
Yeah. I think it goes kind of to how you're raised, like what your values are, and just how you treat people. I mean, no matter what kind of relationship you're in, friendships to boyfriend, girlfriend, 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 boyfriend, boyfriend, like just treating people with dignity and kindness. And that just seems like a lot of that has kind of gone out the window in the years. And that's what concerns me. And I want my kids to be treated well in their relationships as they grow up.
Yeah. But it is terrifying when we see women like this. It all circles back to just an accusation, the same way that Laura Owens accused Clayton, right, of sexual. Just the accusation alone, or could ruin a man's life, but this isn't a joke, even though, again, we're laughing at the doll and this and that, I can't imagine the emotional trauma he's gone through.
Yeah, he's 22 thinking I gotta get that next promotion. I got a baby to raise. Like, I can't even imagine.
Gidget. Yeah, no, you're right, Harlot. I think we just were past it. And when I say that, I wish that wasn't the case. I just don't think everything's just crazy now. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but time seems to be going faster. And I've seen a lot, and I've spoken about this on Patreon and stuff, but I think that has a lot to do with electronics, that we're looking down now. So by the time we kind of lift up, time's flying by. It's really flying by. But again, it circles back around with the AI discussion we had at the beginning of this live. There's so many things the internet does. It's so crazy. It's amazing, but there's a lot of faults to it. And I think we're seeing the impact on society as a whole with living through our electronics.
But also the way social media kind of puts in people's brains of where they feel like they should be at in their life, in milestones. And then maybe to the point that there could be somebody consuming. I don't know about Kira, but maybe in Laura's case, like maybe friends are having like babies. She's not. She's trying to trap the man. I don't know. Like,
I
but
don't
there
know
is some
what
kind of
she-
pressure.
Yeah. And that's a great point, because even look at what we're watching on the screen right now, you know, like you got to post that TikTok, you know, like you got to meet this standard that everyone else is posting, the gender reveal to this, but it's just bizarre. Like I couldn't imagine playing out a lie to that level. Like, what is your heart pounding, or is it not? Are you a psychopath, you know, like to where you're not experiencing those emotions the way you should be? Where did you think this was going to go? But we see this a lot with liars to this extent, where they're not worried about tomorrow. They're let me just get through today's lie, and tomorrow's lie I'll think of another one. Yeah, she did this clearly from a young age. I just don't personally believe a deep-rooted mental health issue explains everything. Sometimes we just had the weird, creepy uncle growing up, you know, and everyone knew, yeah, that's Uncle Dan, you know, like just, not everything has to have a whole big diagnosis and this and that, you know, like sometimes you're just a piece of shit, or you're just a little off, you're just a little weird, you know, like that. Not everything has, you know, so when it comes to her, I don't necessarily think there's this whole big trauma thing. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying in general, though, sometimes you just got a lying piece of shit on your hands who's gotten away with it.
I think what you're getting is people are always looking for an explanation for why they did this. And I think that's natural. I'm curious too, but maybe it's not a why, like you're saying, as an explanation of some mental health thing. It's just because they did, and it's just shitty behavior.
Yeah, sometimes it's just shitty behavior. Oh, she emailed me in June about silicone dolls, Ivy reborns. Wow. I think so, Harlot. Harlot says the internet screwed everything up so bad. Way too many people don't even know how to use their own brains anymore. They just believe whatever crap is put in front of them on a screen. You're 100% right. And even like help, I don't know any parents out there with children in school age, you know, like they're learning all different ways than we were taught, but they're allowed to have their phone. They're allowed to have their calculator, you know, like meanwhile, we had to like write out the equation, like how you got the answer and stuff. And I'm just very nervous with this next generation, given that they've only ever experienced the technology, and what's the impact that's going to be long term.
You know, it's interesting you say that, because I was having issues with what one of my children was grown up that's now graduated, that they were able to like use their phones constantly. And we were kind of like, you know, do you not need calculators? No. Well, this year, for my youngest, it's still in school. Our school district actually has banned phones again. And I was actually happy. I mean, obviously I could
ours too. Yeah.
I could get in touch with her for like, you know, emergency purposes if needed. But I too have wondered like where that puts her in her education to be able to work through things and not rely on technology to give her that answer.
Yep. And Knuckle Sandwich, it seems like they weren't in an active relationship from what we can see so far, because I had that same question. How did they not engage in sex the entire pregnancy? But it seems like they weren't necessarily together. And so that would explain why he wouldn't have had a chance to encounter the bump head on, so to speak. But that's also a great point Lisa said. So the dad had mentioned her being in a hospital before. Makes me wonder if she has been in a mental health hospital. Possibly. We did see that in the text messages. I don't know. This is developing and more is to come, you know, like, so I guess we'll find out as the story unravels.
I think I know what that is, because remember she brought him to the hospital, but he didn't go back with her. He was going to do the DNA test. But she said that the baby had mucus, which I think was alluding when I researched that if they're having any kind of like sickness, then the DNA test might not be viable.
But that was when the baby was born. These appear to be when she first found out they were pregnant. This is genuinely the last I'm saying this, as this is mine and my baby girl. Well, she would have known it was a girl. Okay. Baby girl's life now. Do not sit and act and message me like, you know, everything co-parenting is easy. This for months is what I've had to deal with. I'm not taking the option. Okay. Do not think bad of me. Oh, I don't know. See, single moms, we got this. I can't tell if she posted these after she had the baby, but they were older, or she posted these at the time. Because it says, "You are so toxic. This isn't fair. So toxic. It's scary. Girl, I'm out. No, you will not. I can do it myself. I'm going to be sick. Please don't put me through this. Please, I'm begging you. It's not fair. Please get rid of it. It won't be bad. I'm begging you. I'll take days off work to come with you. Seriously." So it's unclear if she, like I said, posted this. No, but yeah, if he mentioned she was in the hospital, that would have been at the time. When did he say that?
Oh, okay, Tess. I hope your power comes back on.
Thank you, Pat. Welcome. I don't know. I'm going to keep an eye on it as it unravels. And I guess we'll see. But like I said, it said you had to get a welfare check done after the internet the last couple of days to make sure that she's okay. And I'm not, I hope she is okay, but I hope she's held accountable too. Yeah, just flash before his eyes. Exactly, Gidget. Why bother working through figuring something out yourself if you can just Google it? It's going to have such an impact on our kids, and we just unfortunately won't see it until it's way too late. Think about it like this. I don't know if any of you moms out there, when we watched TV, we had the commercials. Okay, great. Now our kids, if they don't watch cable. Usually it's Netflix, Prime, Hulu. When they get the couple of ads that are usually like 30 seconds and then enjoy your without interruption, they can't handle it. Oh, you need a paper, no ads. This isn't, are you kidding me? And it's nothing. It's nothing in comparison to the fucking commercials we had to sit through every other minute of our show. Okay. Even the intro, the theme songs, we used to love it. Da-da-da-da-da, Inspector Gadget. You would rock out to it. You got it. These kids skip it. So it really goes to show you, because I'm like, and I realize how old I sound because I pull in my day, we didn't have the option to skip, like we had to sit through the commercials. But that's all our kids know now, like fly by, Netflix doesn't have, because not all of them had ads. Now they're starting to add ads, and they're acting like it's the end of the world. Like they have to wait a minute and 10 seconds for these ads before they go the next 2 hours uninterrupted, and they can't handle it.
Well, I'll even push it to the point of like ads were like the time where you could like go to get a snack, go to the bathroom or whatever.
Yeah.
And we were used, like, we had the TV. We didn't have like portable electronics like our phone and iPads. And so then it's like I'm having to tell my kids, like, leave your electronics and just go to the bathroom. Like, you don't have to keep watching and doing stuff. Like, take your time.
Well, and that's what it is too, Harley, because Harley says, remember how back then, if you missed a show when it was aired, it was gone forever. And even going to the bathroom, like Shay's saying, like, you have the option to pause, rewind, go do your thing. Like, we had to, you wanted popcorn? Okay, you better wait for the next commercial break and then run and get it done before the next, because you couldn't pause. That's it. It was airing. And then you had to find your old VHS to record if you wanted to pick out a movie or a show. And you'd have to choose between like Aunt Becky's Wedding in 93 and General Hospital. You had to make the call which one you were going to record over. You had to rewind by the time you rented a VHS before you brought it back to Blockbuster. Like, these kids don't get it. And we are officially old. We're officially old, Shay, because in my day, we're the my day people now.
I was about to say, and I remember by the time like they started coming out with like box sets of like seasons. I don't know about you guys, but I was a huge fan of Girls Next Door with the Playboy bunnies.
Yeah.
And I like you said, I may have missed an episode or two. So as soon as those box sets would go on sale, I would go buy one and I would binge. And I still have those to this day.
Dude, like back in my day, Titanic was so long it took 2 VHSs to watch this movie. You had to get up mid-movie and change out the VHS box if you wanted to watch the second half, okay? So I don't want to hear about your interruptions you're dealing with 10-second ads. But because I feel that way too. Like the same way you say put your electronics down when you're going to the bathroom, I do it too. So I get it, but it's scary thinking when you're raising a child and from the moment they're born, it's it's technology, and how is that going to impact them? 90. I was born December 20th, 1990.
I'm
So technically
86.
91. I'm gonna say technically 91 since it was only 11 days left in the year 90, and I'm feeling old. So
You're not. I'm older than you, but I forget. Like you have an old soul.
11 days short of 91. So let's just say 91.
When I first met MJ, like I thought like she'd be like into like a lot of like new pop culture,
Yeah.
like music and stuff. No, classic rock all the way. Like
All the way. I was born in the wrong time period. I hate I there's many things I love, like I said, but for the most part, I really hate this time period. Natasha Cooper. There's nothing after minute. Yeah, you'd have to hit on the back of the TV if your shit got fuzzy. Like they don't get it. I was my parents' remote control. Hey kid, get up and change it off. You'd have to listen. You wanted to know what played, you had to go to channel 14 and wait for the screen to scroll. And if you missed it, because you could be sitting there when it started from channel 3 to 7, and you'd wait to see what was on like HBO on channel 80, and you'd sit there for 5 minutes. And if you looked away for 1 second, you would have missed the TV guide. Okay. They don't get it. They just don't get it.
well, I mean, and that even goes to like remember movie phone. Like you would call to check the movie times.
Welcome to movie phone. Yes. Oh my God. It's hard to accept how old we've gotten.
Or like they even had like one here where you could call for like the weather updates too. It was funny.
Jeez.
Now everything's at your fingertips.
Yep, everything is at your finger. And that's why we live in the laziest generation. What do you expect,
Yes, me too. Coffee and skeletons. I love my so-called life.
I was obsessed with Freaks and Geeks. Harlot, did you ever watch Freaks and Geeks? She never saw it. I forgot she never saw it. Freaks and Geeks, 1 season, needed more seasons, but it was such a good show.
It was really good. I watched it after the fact. I had no idea, and I really, really loved it. What a good cast!
And you'd have to go in the middle of the night into the computer family room because there'd be one computer, and you'd have to get online for 20 minutes and hope grandma didn't call because the line would be busy. Okay.
I remember when they came out with caller ID, like I was so pissed because we couldn't like prank call as much anymore. Oh
You
man.
have to watch it. It's Harley, you'd love it. It has so many of the good actors as babies. It was such a good show.
Yeah, it was really good. But I was like a big fan of I guess I grew up right when like Nickelodeon came out. I was born in 86, so I was a Nickelodeon kid, and then I really obsessed over like MTV, and then late at night, if I didn't have cable at my mom's, I would stay up late and watch all the dating shows, that they would have at night.
Yeah.
I was really into those. They had like Cheaters on. They had the one where they would get on the bus, remember? And there was like 4 like people that were going for a date, and then they would like dwindle down to the end of the one they were interested in.
That was a few different, like MTV had spin-offs of that one too.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. And the one, they had the Date My Parents one where they would take the mom out or whatever.
It's so weird. And they're so cheesy. When you go back to watch it now, you're like, oh my goodness. And even our child movies, they wouldn't pass as childhood movies now. You watch the Never Ending Story now, that shit's fucked up. Like My Girl, I said the other day, My Girl's the scariest movie I think I've seen. Like, where's his glasses? He can't see without his glasses. That shit fucked me up more than Friday the 13th. Like, it's
really
dark. Yet it was one of my favorite childhood movies. I don't know why.
We watched Nightmare on Elm Street today before I took my nap. And that was like the first horror movie I caught my mom watching. And I never wanted to go to sleep because of like, what it's about. And so I watched it with Bay and she's like, that wasn't even that scary. But
No, we went to a Scream Park last weekend, me, my mom, and the Spawn, and I don't get scared. I don't like jump scares because you're gonna make my heart jump, but I'm not scared. You know what I mean? But I just don't like the whatever. So that's essentially what it was. But this Spawn, I had my mom holding on to the back of me because we're walking in a line, and she would have yeeted me no problem, and I volunteer her as tribute. Yet my Spawn was running ahead in these haunted houses, essentially hiding to jump scare us. And I'm like, are you not scared to be running ahead in pitch darkness and hiding underneath these bodies to jump scare us? No fear, nothing. She could care less.
I knew my child was fearless when we would take her to haunted houses and she would just laugh. And I'm like, this is kind of maniacal. Like, this
I'm
is
like,
weird.
She didn't, I think she got jump scared once just because she really didn't expect it, but nothing. There was nothing, no reaction.
It is, but that also like has me question some of like being desensitized to things.
Yep.
And I even had to have a talk with her about some of the games like she was wanting to play with her friends. And I'm like, that's just a little too much. Cause I don't know if you guys have seen some of the new video games that have come out for these kids, but they have like this huge horror gore genre. And it's disturbing. It's not like the shoot 'em up kind of warfare games. It's pretty gross.
Late night HBO was a scary experience in the 90s, dude.
What was it? Skinamax was like late at night.
Yeah, the bunny, no,
the Bunny Ranch or the Ranch.
The
I
Ranch.
used to want to watch that.
Yeah,
The Ranch.
Oh my god, it was so Jesus.
I mean, I was bad as a kid. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I remember my friends and I would try to like find our like parents' prawn movies and watch like some cheap stuff. We were bad.
They had good storylines though. Now there is no storylines, just straight to you can find anything and everything at your fingertips.
Oh my god.
So tomorrow we have Laura Owens' body cam footage, and this was from January, but it was just released like 2 weeks ago. And so it has them executing a search warrant, and you're gonna see it has the vegetable in the back of the main house that she lives in with her parents. It's really nice, like the casita, like it's just a whole nice layout because her dad is a well-known, what is he, a producer of someone?
He was a radio broadcaster.
And so I'm excited for you to get a sense of her mom too, because there's a lot of speculation that her mom had involvement. And the indictments, even though I want to go over the indictments and stuff, but they mention a possible accomplice, and so people are speculating that that's the mom.
Oh, I'm excited to watch the body cam footage. I've been waiting for it.
Yes. So we shall do that tomorrow. And like I said, if you're over on Patreon, go vote, because I made a post about if we want to do conspiracy or the phone call review for Wade Wilson for our next first live back kind of. So definitely take a vote so I know what to schedule. And I'm so excited for tomorrow. And so we're going to be back. And I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your Saturday night. Enjoy your HBO, Skinmax, whatever you may do. Yeah, Taxi Cab Confessions.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Oh my gosh. It was just like Scarlet. Go ahead.
Was it they had the one where they played the trivia games too?
I
thought
loved that
fun.
one. That was Cash Cab.
Cash Cab, that's right. That was fun.
That one. That one was, I just love trivia, I think, but that one was fun.
When they came out with the Game Show Network, that was my life. I love game shows. Love them.
Welcome to the Cash Cab. Like all the lights would go on. I'd be like, I wanted to hit the Cash Cab so bad.
Oh, did they do that in New York, right?
Yeah. And so every time I was like, is it the Cash Cab? Like you'd wait for you'd want it, but I would never get a minivan, but I don't know. I would love to do the Cash Cab. And so you would, you would guess the answer. You're like, I would be great at this. On Double or Nothing. Watch this 20-second clip, and tell us the name of this movie.
That's the best.
So
I'm gonna head off now, but
Okay.
last thing I was gonna say was that I think that a lot of things that kids miss out on are like some of the best infomercials that we've ever gotten to
Yeah.
experience.
Oh yeah. Jam wow.
I
We
like
miss
the
out on
one
everything. Yeah.
the one that you showed of the ladder, like that one cracks me up.
Harold. Yeah. Lock your ladders. They were great infomercials, man. We should do a night just going through old school infomercials.
That'd be fun. We should do it.
Fun. Let's do it. All right,
All
well,
right.
I will see you tomorrow. But thank you, everyone. I know Allie has a live tomorrow at noon, I think, and she's going to be going over the reaction to Hidden True Crimes video from last night, which was, yeah, got a lot of thoughts on that one. But make sure you go over, set your notification. Then we'll be back here tomorrow night to go over Laura Owens' body cam footage. So we'll see you guys all then.
Good night.
Good night.